Hey, so today we're going to analyze chords from Runaway by the great Moonchild, who I've gotten the chance to share the stage with once before in my band Paper Void. And man, they are great people, great musicians, and they write great tunes. As in other videos of mine, I'm going to assume a certain amount of jazz background, kind of beginning to intermediate amount of jazz background. If there's some stuff in here that's not making sense to you, I recommend checking out some of Jeff Schneider's videos on which this format is sort of based. You can check out the link here, or if it doesn't work, I'll put them in the comments. He explains things a little bit more thoroughly, has a few more videos, and I think he'll give you more background on what's going on if you're not getting my explanation. But yeah, and two things. First, I want to give a shout out to my buddy Isaac Gansai. He helped out on this video. He initially was the one who figured out and transcribed the chords, and then he handed them to me. We kind of nerded out on them, and then I decided to analyze them and make the video. Oh, and the other thing, sorry for my janky setup currently. You'll get to see this keyboard and all of this Mavis Beacon glory. It looks like an old computer game. But as I make more of these videos, I'm hoping to upgrade. So let's go ahead and see what the chords look like on the keyboard, and then I'll break them down afterward. Alright, so here are the chords. Let's break them down. So the first thing in Neo Soul that goes on all the time is switching between minor and major of the same key. And here we're going to be doing that between F sharp minor and F sharp major. Namely, and I'm going to color code things here for purple for minor chords and orange for major chords. So chords that belong to diatonically to each of those scales. So what's happening with the first three chords in each repetition of the progression is we start on a chord from F sharp minor, namely the minor 4, B minor 7, and then with that F sharp major, we obviously are playing the 1 of F sharp major, right? That A major 7 is also from F sharp minor, so we're kind of switching back to that. So that's the simple part, right? What about these crazy chords at the end of each progression here? What is going on there? Well, it's actually not that crazy. First, let's look at the turnaround of the first iteration of the progression. It's C sharp minor to a C major sharp 11. Actually, what we're doing here is we first are leading to the B minor 7. The way that the C functions is a Neapolitan chord, they call it. Or you can just think of it as the flat 2 major 7. In layman's terms, basically, if you're leading to a chord, if you just do a half step above that chord and make it major, it sounds good leading into that chord. All this is fancy speak for that. So, the way that I hear it anyway, that C major 7 functions as a flat 2 of the minor 4 chord for F sharp minor. So that's the way that that's functioning. So what about this C sharp minor chord then? Like, how is that functioning? You could argue something weird like it's the minor 2 chord of B Dorian and that's what you're leading to. But I think the way that it's really functioning is that it can sound nice to go from a minor chord to a major chord that's 1/2 step below. We're just kind of keeping with the chromaticism here in leading back to B, right? So similarly to 5 of 5 or a tritone sub for 5 of 5, I think that this is sort of a cycle of flat 2 of flat 2. So essentially this is the flat 2 minor of the flat 2 major of the 4 minor for F sharp. We're leading to that B minor, right? And then what's happening in the second progression is kind of the reverse of the same device, but for leading to F sharp. We have the G major 9 that we're going to use to move to F sharp, but we approach that from below. So what I mean by the reverse of the same device is that in the same way that a minor chord going into a major chord 1/2 step below it tends to sound good, a minor chord going into a major chord a 1/2 step above it tends to sound good too. So technically we'd mark this as the 7 minor chord of G major 9, and then that G major 9 is the flat 2 that goes back to F sharp major. Either that, or you could just argue that we're switching between F sharp minor and major again, and that's it. So if we include all the lines here, that's kind of what it looks like, with our purple chords really belonging to F sharp minor in some way, and our orange chords belonging to F sharp major in some way. So that's really all that's going on here. It's pretty slick and pretty awesome sounding, but no advanced calculus going on or anything. So thanks for checking out this video. I do videos analyzing jazz songs and sometimes kind of prog rock and math rock songs. Let me know if you have ideas for other songs you want to see broken down in this way. Check out some of my other videos if you want to learn about polymeter, polyhypermeter, a lot of poly stuff right now. And yeah, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one.